I'm your host here, Drake, and this is the Hustle mini series where we focus on young adults with established careers and businesses that are on their journey to the top. All right, guys, welcome back to another episode of the Hustle mini series. I am your host here, Drake, and so today it's a full circle moment. I have Nevadia Shelton here. She is an entrepreneur, specifically a cosmetic line owner, and she's also a photographer. So welcome to the show, Nevadia. How are you?
Hey, I am well. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. So, backstory. In 2019,
Yeah,
roughly
2019.
2019, I wanted to do a video aspect of my podcast. For anyone that knows, my podcast is audio only. Girls on Another Level. Check that out. And she was one of the first people to ever take upon my little project. Back then, I did the video. It was really just her on the camera. I was not in the camera. So this is going to be great to really have us both here to really have a conversation, not question, answer. You know what I'm saying? So enough about that. But, you know, just break it down. What do you do?
Okay, so as you know, I do have a cosmetic business, but well, I did. It's kind of like cosmetic, skincare. Now, it's more of a skincare business. It was, you remember, like the lip gloss, lip scrubs, all of that. But it's changed a lot over, of course, since like 2019. And then, of course, I do photography as well. So I would say I'm a self-taught photographer. I started in 2020, I believe, like pandemic time.
Mm-hmm.
So I really didn't even take that seriously. I would say I started doing it. I got a camera for YouTube to start like doing videos for YouTube, and somehow I just accidentally started taking pictures. I don't know how that happened. So yeah.
Okay. Well, let's back it up a little bit here. So if you don't know about Gloss by Nay, we're going to get into that specifically here in a second. You when you were younger, you were already into like handmade arts and craft type things with like bracelets and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But when you launched Gloss by Nay, it was a different time, and I know the story of why you started Gloss by Nay, but can you tell everyone a little bit of that inspiration?
So there are like a couple of reasons why I started Gloss by Nay. One, mainly because I thought I was going to medical school. So I was just like, let me get start so I can get a little bit of money for medical school. Y'all, I did not go to medical school. Yeah, but I had that. And then like my mom, she has, she has health conditions or whatever. So she's not able to use normal products that everybody can use. Like certain things she's allergic to. She has a lot of allergies. Her and my auntie both have a lot of allergies. So they can't use certain products. So I just want to kind of create something for her that would work for her and that she could actually use, since she has a hard time finding products that are good for her.
Okay. And so during that time, was that right before you got to Valdosta State, or was it like in the middle of
I would
you getting
say
there?
I was at Valdosta State, but this is like I already had the idea for Gloss by Nay like freshman year of college, but I didn't pursue it because I was like, nervous, and I was scared to pursue, just because I was just like, what will everybody else think, instead of just doing it for me. Then I went home that summer, and my mom kind of was just like, okay, you told me you had this idea. When are you going to start? When are you going to do your business stuff? So, that's what kind of pushed me to like get into Gloss by Nay and just starting it out and trying to make an impact.
Okay. Dope. And back then, y'all, at that point, you were doing like the different variations of lip gloss. So, like, I think they were like in different tubes. You had the wand lip gloss, different types of lip gloss, and then lip scrubs.
Mm-hmm.
She even had lip balms for the guys.
Yeah.
And back then, sometimes she would have these dollar sales. So, like, the lip gloss would be
Like
for
a
$1.
dollar.
And
I should do that again, though.
I was just like, wow, she is selling lip gloss for $1 after she's put in all this hard work. But what was that moment where you were like, okay, I need to actually charge what I'm worth?
I would say, when did I start feeling that way? I started feeling like I needed to charge my worth maybe like that next year. I was just like, wow, like I'm putting in a whole bunch of work to get my business off the ground. It's just like, okay, I need to start making profit instead of trying to make my stuff so cheap that people will buy it, because I was just like, regardless of anything, like if they support your business, they're going to shop with you.
No, that's true.
Yeah.
And it kind of brings it back to Valdosta as a whole. Valdosta is very creative driven. You have photographers, you have dancers, singers, just any type of creative field. Valdosta has birthed it.
Yeah.
But then it also goes to just having that local support. And so we kind of talked about it a little bit before, but once you graduated college and you moved back to the Atlanta area, what was that transition like, going from mostly, local supporters at school to really launching and expanding your business and your customers?
I feel like Valdosta really taught me, like coming from Valdosta to here, it really humbled me because I never realized how close knit and community based Valdosta was. Like everybody is literally supporting everybody. Everybody knows everybody. Everybody's communicating with everybody. Everybody's putting everybody on to something. But then when I came down here, it's kind of like it was a shift because like I feel like right now, even like I'm starting over. I'm starting to make my new connections. I'm starting to meet new people, and I'm just having to like re-network and rebuild myself back up from where I was before. So I would just say that like that was like it is still now like a difficult process, and it's humbling to me because just like I'm kind of seeing that it's more than just Valdosta.
Yes, that's definitely a hard balance to really get out of because you're so stuck with that small town mindset and just stuck with, okay, well, I know they was supporting me when I did this, and when I come back home there, but it's a whole different ball game.
A shift.
And so now that you're making that shift, you've expanded your products. So it's not just the lip gloss, the lip scrubs. You're selling body butters, and just tell the viewers a little bit more about your products.
So now I'm doing like skincare. So I'm doing like black soap. I have my own yoni line. So I'm making yoni products. So that's just like feminine hygiene products. I am making hair growth oil, body butters. I have a little bit of everything. I have skincare kits. I still do lip gloss, but not as much as I was doing before. I have body washes, just a little bit of everything.
Okay. And so if you didn't know, all of her products, like we said before, are handmade, all natural. So kind of, I don't want you to give all the secrets, but kind of, walk me through what it's like making one of your products.
Okay, so we'll do like the body butter, for instance. That was one of my favorite products to make, but now it's just like it takes a long time. But like body butter, I'll get like a block of shea butter, so I'll cut it up into pieces. I'll melt it, so it's a process, and it's called the double boil method. So you don't put direct heat on it, but you get like a pot, and then you get like another glass bowl, and then you put it in the glass bowl, and like the heat comes up, melts it. Then you have to like not freeze it, but like cool it. So you have to let it cool for like an hour. You mix it and, put your scents in, your oils, and then you just put it in a container.
Okay. And you also do wholesale, right?
I do wholesale.
Okay.
Yep.
Listen, we're going to get to the socials here so you guys can check her out soon. But I want to dive a little bit more because I know you said that it's been a shift since you recently relocated back to Atlanta, but you recently just hit over 2,000 orders in under a year. I think you have well over 6,000 orders.
I did 3,000 orders this year. 3,000.
Period.
Yeah.
So what would you say is one of the biggest factors that contributed to the growth of your business?
I would definitely say consistency, like just being consistent, having a consistent routine that you commit to. I would definitely say consistency, producing great content, whether it's with your phone or with the camera. So I do content on my phone, and I also make content on my camera, and I post it on TikTok. I feel like TikTok is a great source to get new people to follow you, to know about your business and about what you're doing. So definitely that. And, just mainly consistency though.
Yeah, and you went viral on TikTok recently, but kind of walk me through your creative ideas when you're making your video.
So with TikToks, for me personally, I like to do a mix of different things. Like I like to make funny videos. Like that used to be my thing for a while. Like I used to love making like, incorporating my business with those popular sounds on TikTok and trying to make the video funny to where people be like, haha, oh, this is funny. And also, of course, I kind of like to show people the process of me making my products, packing orders. So I do a variety of different videos, but mainly people have liked the videos I do that like are the conversation with customers. Like I don't know, like people love those, and I don't understand why, but I just keep doing them because I know people like them.
Period. That's how you gonna grow those followers and those views and everything. So
Yeah.
keep doing what the people love. But just kind of going into it, we talked about it a little bit earlier when you introduced yourself with you also being a photographer. So where does the balance come in focusing on all these orders as well as being a photographer and doing shoots for other people?
Right now, it's all over the place. I'm not going to even lie to you, it is. But I have recently realized that the way that my business is expanding, I can't do it without a team. So it's just like once you start growing, you get to a certain level where what you were doing by yourself, it's not a one-man job anymore. So I did have to hire an assistant, and she helps me out with my orders. That helps me stay balanced. And also just having a planner and just writing everything out in my planner so I can stay balanced and finding certain days where I do business, certain days where I don't do business, and mainly just managing my self-care, because that's what I have learned is a big priority for me now, just handling my self-care. You can make all the money in the world, but like self-care is essential.
No, for real. So, like, what do you kind of do outside of business? What's that self-care like?
I do everything. So like sometimes I'll go out and I eat by myself. I'll go get, like, recently my new favorite self-care thing to do is go get massages. So like I found like a massage therapist in my area, and like I'll try to get a massage like every 2 weeks with her. So that helps. I'll read. I recently like started picking up crocheting again, so I started crocheting like a little old lady. But
Not like
yeah,
a little lady.
yeah, but I do that, and I do like mainly. I would say for me, photography is a good outlet for me because I love like tapping into and doing different creative concepts. Like I don't know if you remember, like I had like a whole phase where I was just doing straight creative concepts.
Oh yes.
Yeah,
I remember that.
so I love doing that and just working with models.
Okay, that's dope. Now, kind of take me through a little bit what a typical day in the life is like for you.
It really just depends. Like I'll start my days like around like 8 in the morning. I'll wake up. I used to go to the gym, but I've been slacking with that.
That's okay.
But like I'll wake up, I'll run my little errands, I'll come home, I'll work on my business, and sometimes I just go to sleep. I've been sleeping a lot lately, so just a lot of sleep. Um it really just depends on the day of the week for me.
Mm-hmm.
I would say I do have an Xbox now too. Like I play the game. I'm just doing everything. I'm telling you, when I tell you I'm all over the place, I'm just like, okay, what do I like to do? So I would say for me, I'm just trying to figure out what I like to do in my free time. So I'm just trying a little bit of everything.
Okay, that's dope. So you've really, in the span of what, 2-3 years, you've really grown your business, expanding the products, your customers. It's not local based. You're shipping orders everywhere. But where does your hustle continue from here?
I would say like 2023, like this year, like the second quarter of this year. Ooh, I would say it took me out, but like for the past 2 months, so since November and December, these 2 months are kind of like getting down to like what I need to do for next year. So next year I have a lot of plans for my brand, just making my brand more cohesive, more professional, just giving it a certain aesthetic so it makes it more appealing to my customers. So when they see my brand, they're like, oh my God, like I love her brand. So just doing that and building my team, like that's what I really want to focus on. I want to focus on getting more orders, but I mainly want to focus on finding a great team that's reliable and that can help me grow as well.
Okay. Dope. Well, we've talked all about the products, the photography here, but you got to let the people know where they can follow you.
Okay, so you guys can follow me on Instagram at Gloss by Nay. That is GLOSSED by NAE. And I also have a main Instagram page where it is The Real Nevadia. So that is The Real and then Nevadia, Nevadia, 3 A's, so AAA. And you guys can follow me on TikTok at Gloss by Nay as well.
Awesome. Well, thank you for just coming in and sharing a little bit of your journey. I wish you nothing but continued success.
Thank you.
Supporting you all the way. But thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of the Hustle mini series. I will catch you the next episode.